right? And there is no way I am stronger than either of them. But he's like twice my size, and he's like twice his size. All right, ready? Ready? Yep.
Hey there, my friend. It's Dave Wood. I wanted to welcome you to the Daily Shortcut. I wanted to explain what you just saw, and then I wanted to teach you something that can absolutely, completely change the amount of money that you have the possibility to make for the rest of your life. What you actually just saw was two professional athletes pushing on me as hard as they can, and they were completely unable to move me backwards, and that was because I was using some principles that I've learned from studying Kung Fu over the last couple of years. Now, the interesting thing was both of them are professional bodybuilders. Both of them are way stronger than me, yet they were unable to budge me at all. This is a demonstration of mastering a skill, because when you take the basic things that people have the ability to do and you learn those basic things well, basics actually seem magical. I could explain exactly how I did that on a whiteboard in a couple of minutes, but still people couldn't do it. And so what I'm about to show you is a demonstration of skill that can make you a lot of money. This is actually a group that I'm coaching to be really good at recruiting people into their business. And every single person in this group, 100% of the 17 students that are there, are recruiting people every single day by using these strategies. Now, the training itself, it's private, so I can only show you about 20 minutes, but I wanted to show you some skills and some strategy that if you take them and you apply them in your conversations will absolutely change the amount of money that you're going to make right now, especially when you put your email in the form below. So go ahead and pay attention to the first 20 minutes of one of my coaching sessions in my recruiting and team building bootcamp. Enjoy.
Went really well.
Right.
So I'm enjoying it. It's like I said, it's fun.
Well, yeah, it is fun, isn't it?
It is. I know I have to get better. I know I have a lot of areas, and just listening to what you were telling Leslie, I know I have to clean up a lot of things. But for a first day, I think it went fairly well.
Right. So what I want to do, guys, is because now we're at a regular time and I got on here, I was actually going to make calls, and then I decided, I was looking at the numbers and one of my email campaigns wasn't working. And so I fixed my email campaign because I thought it was going out and we weren't notifying people that were in cold call. So it's like it's good that it went well without that, right? That's the thing. So let's go ahead, and I don't have Zach here, but I do have, let me just see, I might actually have Zach on. I don't think that I do. Let's go ahead and go over numbers, and then based on feedback from just a couple of you, I want to practice through closes, conversational postulates, and make sure that everybody here understands the little mechanics in the part where you're getting people started. Because if you don't do this, what's going to happen is people will tell you they're going to get started, and then they won't get started, or they'll maybe get started, or it's really going to be guessing, right? Like it's like waiting for a conversion, maybe it'll happen, or maybe it'll happen in the next 100 clicks. I'm going to do it 100 more times, right? But if you use directive language, two things, directive language and conversational postulates, which is really conversational postulates are a form of directive language, you will bring in nearly everyone you get to this stage. This is the key to actually getting people to take action. Does that make sense to everybody here? Okay, so let's go, and I'm trying to find these reports that Zach got me. Hold on just a second here, because some of these details are going to take a couple days to iron out in the right way. Let me just see if I've got it, and then if I've got it, I don't know if Rob or Carrie knows where that stuff is, but I think that I just have to find them. Hold on. If you guys know, though, let me know.
I do not know where those are, but I'd like to know so I can look at them.
Yeah, he sent me, let me just see if I can find it. He sent me where are you guys' reporting forms? Do you guys have those documents? Maybe you could just open them up and then shoot me those, since I can't find this right now. If you just shoot one over in the comments, let me see if I can find it though. Let's see.
Still working on mine.
Huh? Hold on just 1 second.
return the calls.
I heard whoever was saying that. Let's see here. We got sound right. Okay, daily activity. No, I can't find it. I'm gonna have to get this tomorrow. I apologize, guys. Hold on a second. We've got Zach. I will find this by tomorrow. So shoot me the forms and just let me check them in the comments here. Just go ahead in the comments in the Zoom. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna show you this, and we're all gonna do it for probably 20 or 30 minutes, but do nothing like this, okay? And let me show you where this would be in the script, all right? Let me open it up. I will open up the script. Somebody asked where the script is. Were you able to find it? I think that was Leslie.
Yes, I was able to find it. Thank you.
Oh, did you find it in the context when you're calling them?
Yes.
Okay, you did find that. Great. Is there anybody here that could not find the script when you were calling people? There's a button that says scripts, but maybe you didn't see it.
I never looked. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. No worries. Contact. Where is this? Hold on a second here. All right, so let's walk through this, but I'm going to open the script first, and then I'm going to walk you guys through the process of directive language, and I'm going to practice that and some rapport things, and then we'll have a where is the voters? Maybe I am dial my account. I will find it in a second, I promise. Phone burner, contact, labs, back office. All right, one more place I'll check. I know this script, so I won't check for more than a second longer. Master config, try this. And there we go. Emails and scripts. And we have got this. All right, so pull it up on my screen and let me walk you through where this is. All right, and then I really want everybody here to understand directive language, and I'm going to get Carrie and Rob's feedback on this too as we're doing it, right? So if you go here, this entire process is directive, okay? So if you look at this, there's literally no question I ask that will produce a no or an objection, okay? And the reason for that is because if I don't produce objections don't appear, okay? So there's things in this, and if you look through this, right, wait for yes, you pause there, okay, and nod. And I know they can't see you nodding. Even if you're laughing, mute yourself, laugh, and nod, right? I'm telling you, just nod when you ask questions. Your voice sounds different if you nod. Just everybody just nod for a minute. Is that okay? Could everybody here just go ahead and start nodding? Right. Like, Carrie, do you nod when you ask somebody a question that always results in yes? Do you nod?
Yeah, I nod and I smile. Like, so you having a good day?
Yeah. Right. So, watch this. Hold on a second. I'm gonna show you guys something. But you go down here. What I really want to go over is I want to practice this right through this stuff here. Okay. And if you guys really get this and you get the energy is important, right? It'll completely change the way you're producing results, and the results, you're going to get people to sign up right then, which is what you need to learn how to do. This is what makes it to where you go from 1 in 10 that actually sign up to 9.5 in 10, because they do it right then, right? So watch this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to unmute a couple of people and show you this, right? And I want you to try to resist going through and even if you could manage to do it, I want you to pay attention to what your brain does when I'm asking these questions. Okay, you guys ready? Did your brain just say yes? Right? Great. Sounds like you understand this. Did your brain just say yes? Great. It did, didn't it? It said yes again, didn't it? Thought so. So I'm not Chad Turner, so did you make your calls today?
Yes.
Okay, great. And when you were making your calls, did you walk anybody through the enrollment process?
Yeah. So I do have a quick question here. So I've got a lady who is already an active member.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but
Yeah.
I'll try to screen those out.
The reason she was on the old subscriptions.
Ah, right.
So I talked to her for like an hour. It was a really, really good conversation. And I sent her an email, told her to plug into the Facebook group, get on the Next Level Mastermind. But it's like, she didn't tell me that she was active until I already talked to her for a whole hour and I was sending her to the thing.
Right. Okay, so let's not go into too many questions right now because I want to practice this one thing. But let me tell you what to do if you encounter somebody who's a member. Go through all the questions and tell them what to do next. Right? Just do it. Right? So like, oh, I'm already a member. Oh, so you're a member, right? Great. So let me ask you a couple of questions, and then when we're done, I'm going to go ahead and help you get to the next step. Is that okay? Did your brain just say yes, Chad?
Yeah,
That's because it always says yes when I ask questions like that, doesn't it?
it does.
Great. So here's what we're going to do next. Like next time you're on a call with a member like that, could you just go ahead and just ask them questions and tell them what to do next?
Yes. That's exactly what I did. I just didn't know if I should send her that form to get her on the regular team.
No. They shouldn't be in there, but it might have been the old. It was the old subscriptions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right. So it sounds like you know what to do next.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. Great. Can you do that next time you have a conversation with a member?
Yes, I can do that.
Great. And the next time you do that, when you talk to a member and you find out what they want and you tell them what to do next, and you find out what the resources are, do you know what the next step is?
Yes, I know.
The next step is going to be to elicit what they need and want. And let's say they have money to take out. What would we do with that person then? What do you think?
Direct them to the next step.
Which is?
Well, she was already all in.
Well, that's okay. Doesn't matter. Right? The all-in people can pay to go to the events. They can get an event ticket. They can get on. They can pay $2,000 and go out to Puerto Rico. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like, let me just walk you through that. Like, just pretend you're a member. So Chad, it sounds like you really want to get this business making like $10,000 a month, and you're really ready to focus. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Great.
And you said that your budget is like $4,000 or $5,000. You've got 10 hours a week, and you're really ready to focus with the right mentoring and guidance. Is that right?
Yeah.
Great. So here's actually what we're going to do next. Have you actually been through your action plan with our strategic six-figure coach? Have you actually gotten on the phone and had a session with Carrie?
No, I haven't. I'm actually been pretty lost, and
Oh man, you've been. Well, of course you've been lost. You mean you would like to go through an action plan and know exactly what to do, wouldn't you?
Yep.
It sounds like you really want to make this $10,000 a month.
Yeah, I really do, because I'm tired of working, at the business I am currently working at, and I have no life.
You sound tired of it.
Big time.
Well, it sounds like you're really ready to get started and focus your energy. Is that right?
Yeah.
Great. Here's what we're going to do next. I have your email as chad@chad.com. Is that good email to reach you?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, I just sent you an email, and the email that I sent you has a link to a schedule. And what I'm going to do next is go ahead and get you booked into an appointment to get you in that strategic coaching session and help you lay the game plan. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and click on that link. Are you in front of a computer right now, Chad?
Yep, I am.
Okay, do you have that link in that email?
Yeah, it just popped up.
Notice how even now the questions I'm asking are resulting in you saying yes?
Yes.
Did your brain just say yes when I asked that question?
Yes.
Are you finding it that as I'm nodding and asking you yes questions, you just kind of like, your brain just like starts to nod your head?
Yes.
And it's like automatic, isn't it? So go ahead and click on that link, and I'm going to go ahead and book you into that appointment. And I'd actually really encourage you, when you show up, to pay attention and be ready to take action. Can you do that?
100%.
And we'll go ahead and get you started for less than your budget of $4,000 to make sure that, you know, you're in a good situation and you really have an action plan. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Great. And so have you clicked on the schedule? Do you see the times?
Yeah, I can see that right now.
Did you notice how I just asked you a question that resulted in you saying yes? And did you just say yes again when I asked that?
Yep.
Great. What time are you going to book?
6 p.m. on Friday.
Okay, now when you show up with Carrie's a six-figure coach, can you promise me that you'll bring your credit card and be willing to take action as long as it fits within your budget and you know exactly what to do and it's going to help you reach those goals? Can you do that?
Yeah, as long as it fits in the budget and everything's clear. Yeah.
Great. So go ahead and show up to that appointment. Make sure that you're there. Respect his time. He can help you make six figures like you want to do, and we'll help you get more free, and we'll help you create what you want. You ready?
Awesome.
Great. I'll see you in the Facebook group. You'll get an email after you book your appointment. Okay?
Cool.
Awesome. All right. Does that help?
It definitely does. I did send her to the acceleration training. I sent her the Facebook group. I didn't have her book.
Let's practice and stay focused, okay? I'm gonna jump out. I don't want you to send too much. I just want one step all the time.
Okay.
One step. Okay?
One next step.
One next step. Can you do that? Single action point. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Carrie, I'm good, right? So
Yeah, so here's something else you can do. If you start having a problem with people, like if they don't want to commit or they don't want to do something, you're like, you know, we're only serious about working with people that commit. Are you a person that commits and is serious and take action? And like, no one's gonna back out of that. Like they're like they're like, oh yeah, that's me. How'd you know? Like, you know, type deal. So like that's kind of another directive thing you can start doing with all that for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, and
there's a guy I knew that spoke on stage, and you go like this. You go every time. You set the anchor and raise his right hand, Dave, and you go yes or yes. And so no one can even say no. I was like yes.
Well, it's the directive thing. All right, like I was teaching these guys this for a second. Hey, let's say we're in the room and you're sitting right there, and I put my hand on my back and I say, hey, can you do me a favor and open the door?
Sure.
And you just get up and start doing it, don't you? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do next. In your next call, could you just be directive and lead people to one step?
Yeah.
Great. Sounds like you're ready to get started. Okay, so let's go around here really quick, and I want you guys to watch this and just hear it, and I'm going to have you guys feed it back. I'm going to look at numbers, and we might be a little bit longer tonight because I want to get you guys understanding this. Does that make sense? Look, you just automatically started nodding, Sarita. I don't even know if you can help it. Did you see that you did that? And did your brain just say yes? All right, so let's go around, and I want to go through this part of the scripts. And so if you guys look, this would be like the near the end, but I just want you to listen again and again and again and again and do this. Can you guys do that? And just as we're doing it, can you guys just practice nodding with me? Great. So here's what we're gonna do next. I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna do this with you one by one. And I want you guys to pay attention. I've already done it with some of you, so I'm going to skip down and I'm gonna unmute Angela. Angela, how you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
Great. I'm doing awesome. Thanks for asking. So how did your calls go today?
I had a batch of people who were previously in, like, right when the company first joined. So yes, I had 9 live calls. So I talked to 9 live people. So most of them, like I said, were people who were in before. So it was like, kind of like, okay, I have to improvise here off the script a little bit. So I basically just asked them, you know, how long ago were they when they were in originally? And some of them were saying, you know, from the very beginning, they, I had one guy who was like, hey, I was in from the very beginning. I was at the original Atlanta event and, you know, spent a lot of money, didn't have any success. So I just said, well, what are you currently doing right now? Are you still open to an opportunity? What's going on right now? And you went more into a story of like, oh, I've tried a whole bunch of different things. They all failed, And so I kind of circled back around to asking them, I said, well, I know you haven't been in power in a long time. A lot of things have changed. What was your original goal when you were interested in the business, right?
This is what you could get to a little bit more quicker. Okay.
Okay.
So let's do quick back and forth, and I'm going to do the directive language with this thing. Just pretend you're one of these people.
Okay.
Okay. So, hey Angela, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. It's good to talk to you. I wanted to call and just, I saw that you had filled out some information online. You've been opening emails, and it looks like you want to make money online.
Yeah, what is this pertaining to?
Well, I'm calling with Dave Wood's team, and right now we're building a new team, and we just noticed you were responding and wanted to give you a call and just really see what you're looking for.
Yeah, this is with Empower, right? Yeah, I was in there in Empower like, man, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, and
awesome.
Didn't have a lot of success, I got started, bought a lot of products.
Success?
No, man, I bought all these products. I spent a lot of money, and I'm just, I just didn't figure out how to make it work. It was too complicated. So yeah, I was just.
Ask you a question.
Yeah, sure.
So you obviously, when you got in Empower, you were looking for something. What was it that you were looking for?
I was just looking for a way to make some extra income, but it just seems like, I'm always struggling.
So you wanted to make some extra income, but you were struggling.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So how much income were you looking to make?
I saw the potential. I saw these different people who were a part of it, and they had a lot of success. And I was saying, hey, if I could make six figures.
You saw the success. Did you see the people walking on the stage with the checks in their hands and things like that?
Yeah. So I was hoping, that I could be one of those people. I wanted to make six figures, but I got in, and it was just, I just couldn't get it to work.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Do you still want to make money if you could do it?
Yeah, but it just seemed like everything that I've tried.
How much money do you want to make?
If I could do 10,000 a month, that would be good.
So if you could do like 10,000 a month, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Great. Now, if you had 10,000 a month coming in, how would that change things for you?
It would alleviate a lot of debt that I have.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be able to just have more security.
You have a lot of debt you'd like to eliminate?
Yeah. And it seems like I keep going into even more debt because I bought all these different programs, and it seems like I'm always showing out money and, can't.
It sounds like maybe you really didn't have a clear plan to make the $10,000 a month that you want. Is that right?
Yeah, I tried to do a lot of what was taught, but it was just.
Angela, can I help you out here?
Yeah, sure.
I want to get to something real specific because I want to help you aim your mind in the right direction and really get the results that you want. And it sounds like you actually really do want to make $10,000 a month and pay off those debts. Am I right about that you really want to do that?
Yes.
So tell me what would happen and what would it feel like if you actually had the ability to make $10,000 a month like you want, and you had a clear plan to do it, and when you were doing it, you knew what was next and you knew how to get the results that you want. What would that feel like?
It would just feel good to finally succeed in something after, trying for so long.
It would feel good to succeed after trying, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Awesome. What I'd like to do is ask you just a couple of questions because I'm looking to work with some people who, have been struggling in the past and, had been in Empower in the past even, and really, really help them get clear with a plan, achieving their goals, to be able to pay off their debts and really achieve what they want. Can I ask you a couple of questions to just find out a little bit more about, what you've done and a little bit more about the resources that you have available, so we can direct you to the next step and help you succeed. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. Is it? Has Empower changed in any way? Because
well, let me ask you a question, Angela, because what I really want to do is I really want to help you get the results that you want. And I'm going to take all the focus off of this stuff in the past because right now I'm building a team, and literally, if you listen to me, this is actually urgent because we've got about 150 people on calls right now with people being trained. I'm actually here with Dave Wood, and I'm actually gonna help. I'm gonna be putting people in your team as you're building, but actually in a way that makes you commissions. And you do want to make $10,000 a month and be able to pay off your debts, right?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Awesome. So here's what we're gonna do next. Tell me this. You know, I mean, I know that you've talked about the struggles in the past, and you got in for a reason, and you've tried lots of things. It sounds like you really, really want badly to create the success that you want. Is that right?
Yeah, I really want it.
Awesome. Awesome. Why do you want it so bad?
Like I said, I just believe, I've always believed in this industry, but I just never could make it work for me.
But you've always believed in it.
I've seen other people succeed.
You've seen other people succeed, and I've seen other people succeed too. And I hear that you've seen other people succeed and that you really believe in the industry. And I'm looking to work with people that really are ready to take action and hit the goals that they want. It sounds like you want to make $10,000 a month. And so let me ask you this. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about the resources that you've got available to be able to do that. Is that okay? And then I'll go ahead and direct you to the next step if I've got something that would fit with you. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, awesome. So you said that you want to make $10,000 a month. You've tried, but how much time do you have right now to where if you had a clear plan to make $10,000 a month like you want, how much time do you have per week that you could dedicate towards a clear plan to be able to do that?
Probably about 20 hours a week.
That's exactly, guys, how I turned this around. Yeah. That help you?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Great. Then here's what we're going to do next on your next call when somebody is throwing negative energy at you. Can you just be directive and change the energy and focus them?
Yeah. And I like what you said too about, basically turning around their determination and saying, it sounds like you really are determined, and just really just saying, look, I see that, basically getting on their side and saying, look, I see your determination. And that's just the energy.
You started, I was talking and it was like you couldn't help doing it. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I'm actually tapping my foot as I nod. I like a rhythm. Right. You see how your brain just says yes? Great. Does that help you?
Yeah.
So what you've just seen has been a demonstration of me training people how to use the right kind of language, which I'm using actually two things that in the video that you just saw, and I explained them, but it is directive language, and also I'm using conversational postulates, which is a statement or a question that results in somebody taking action as you're saying it. And so, for example, if you're sitting there with somebody and you say, hey, can you open the door? Majority of the population will actually just stand up, walk to the door, and open it like it's a command, but you actually just ask them if they could do it. So that's called a conversational postulate. Now, there's a lot of things you can learn that are going to massively expand your ability to build your business in the right way. The way that you're going to learn those right now is by scrolling down, putting your email in, and paying intense, focused attention to the video that's going to play, because I'm actually going to teach you 5 things that you can do right now, 5 things you can do right now to make $100,000 in 2017. And this is a group where I'm teaching them one of those things, and there are 4 more, and I'm going to explain them in that next video. Scroll down, write me a detailed, thoughtful comment about what you learned today. I love you, I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next Daily Shortcut.